tonight. I have joining me here in the studio the man some of them are, well, talking about the former governor of Ekiti State, Governor Ayodele Fayose. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much.
You can see the pictures there. Some of your members in the party in Ekiti State are not happy. It does look like one day, one protest, one day, one trouble in Ekiti State. The allegations are that, one, that you hijacked the process and there was no Congress. Let me get your reaction.
Well, Shehu, thank you very much. I have no choice but to consider this as a price of leadership. One, I am not contesting any election. And nobody on Saturday would come out and say we saw Governor Fayose anywhere. I was in my hometown for the elections. And let me say that when you say protest, more than half, because I've seen this picture today, more than 3/4 of about 70 people I saw in this picture are from Nyanya.
The one that happened in Abuja?
There is no, this one in Abuja, they are from Nyanya. And they were hired from Nyanya, about 6 or 7 people are from Ekiti. They are coming to Abuja has been in public domain. The issues are very clear. When you are a leader and they see you have interest in a particular person, it ends like this. The young lady that was addressing the press was a lady in my House of Assembly, and reasonably very close to Governor Shegun, which I understand they've been friends for too long. And when I wanted to put her in the House of, wanted to support people for the House of Assembly, because the House of Assembly matters to any governor. These were observations about her, but eventually we felt she should run. Let me equally say that she's one of the people that went to support Governor Fayeme's shortly after I left office. So I'm not surprised about her comments. But what is important is that I am a leader, I want us to win. In 2018, I supported Professor Olushola Eleka. The same set of people ganged up against Professor Olushola Eleka and said he was new in the party, we don't know him, blah, blah, blah. And it is the style in politics. They'll get angry the moment they don't have your support. That's why it is difficult for a leader. But you have to take a decision.
Well, Governor, Professor Eleka that you mentioned that you supported, he's also angry about
that's
the
what I'm just
He's
saying.
Against you right now.
He can't be against me. The fact that you don't support him, is supporting anyone is my choice.
Who are you supporting now?
I am supporting Otumba Bisi Kolawole, the immediate past chairman of the party.
That's whom you are supporting?
Yes, sir. It is my right. In America, the Obama endorsed the current president, Biden. The Clinton family endorsed Obama. It's just when you endorse, you just say that this is a better candidate.
So you think that above the likes of Shegun, Biodun Olujimi, Aribisala,
I just want to say to you, Shegun, the facts are very clear. If I am not their leader or they find me as important, nobody will be mentioning my name. Let me tell you that because you mentioned Governor Shegun, I don't want to mention names. Governor Shegun left the party in 2013 when I became the candidate of the party and joined Governor Fayeme and Governor Adebayo in APC. He later became the deputy national chairman of that party. He was there for 8 years. He came back last March. Somebody has been holding on to the party. I was governor within the space. I was keeping the structure. Governor Uni did not contest, was not part of the Congress. He admitted that publicly. And he said he does not have a group. What do you build? Why do you build something on nothing? And the party clearly told us that Governor Fayose, Mrs. Oluchibi, the two of you, accommodate Governor Uni, go and have a discussion. We have had several meetings. And in the presence of Governor Uni, they told him, you just came back. We cannot support you. And personally, I told him I cannot support you.
Why can't you support him? Because he's left the party?
No, yes, sir.
I mean, because people from his own side will say that Governor Fayose is just not happy. I mean, one, they call it jealousy. Because maybe he's had its time as a governor too.
Well, anyway,
and they say that you don't even want him to be a second-time governor. Two, that's another part. The other part is that they feel that he's a very strong candidate in whom that you may not be able to have power to control. These are some of the issues that they raised about him.
Anybody can say whatever they like. There's a process to becoming a governor. The process takes about 4 years. From the day a governor is elected, another process has started. So if anybody wants to be be governor of a state, you know you need a structure. You need a structure. A party you left 8 years ago is no longer the same party you left. That's the fact. If a woman leaves your house 8 years and come back and was telling me who touched my kitchen, they will tell you your kitchen, for God's sake, is gone. So let me tell you, I have no personal issues against Governor Oni.
And for those who say it's payback time, how do you react to that?
There's nothing to pay back, Sheung. God has given me the opportunity to serve Ekiti for 2 terms. There's nothing to pay back. Governor Oni came to me about 9 months ago and told me he wants to be governor. I was very sincere with him. I told you I will not be able to support you. I have a lot of people who had been fairly consistent, and you don't just switch and do things in whatever way.
Why are you not supporting Senator Biodun Oluchimi? She was your deputy. You're not supporting President Lekatu. She was your deputy.
Issue of choice. The woman in your house is an issue for choice. The woman in my house is an issue for choice. You make a choice. But don't let me go this route, because they're all important people.
Right. Let me just take you quickly on 2 short issues. The first being that there was a meeting today, the stakeholders meeting today.
That didn't hold.
It didn't hold.
Yes.
What happened?
We just got a text that the party has postponed the meeting, but they have set up an appeal panel, because procedurally, constitutionally in the party, after the first election, there must be an appeal
committee set up.
Because if you don't do that, then you are bridging you are bridging your own constitution. You have to follow the process before the party will cease of that election
and intervene.
So
that's one. Secondly, is that you said there are just a lot of people who were there. I like my producer to bring on the film, the visuals, the pictures of those who went on the streets to protest. This was what happened. You said most of them are from Nyanya, and that they are not members of the party. If you flip it, take us to Ekiti State, because the protest is not only once in Ekiti State. There are 1 or 2 protests that happened in Ekiti State, and people got angry. In fact, there was some kind of physical in Ekiti State. If you can quickly flip it to the visuals of the protest in Ekiti State, and I'll allow you. Okay, this was what happened in Ado-Ekiti when members and chieftains of your party are obviously angry. See what happened over this process. And now, let me allow you to listen to 1 or 2 of the chieftains of the party.
This man is from Nyanya. Look at the caps.
No, this is in Ekiti.
I'm telling you, let me tell you, Sheung.
That's Engineer Shegun.
Yes, Sheung, let me explain a few things to you. You see, without looking at this picture, this was the venue, to the best of my knowledge, where the stakeholders meeting, where they held it in Ado-Ekiti before the start of the process. So you should expect things like this. The process had not even started here. You are talking about an issue after the process. You understand? A complaint after the process. The process had not even started here. That's the truth. And I wasn't here. But let me tell you, Sheung, this is normal. In Ekiti today, a lot of people are fighting Governor Fayemi because of Oyebanji. Some will tell you that his wife was the one who picked it. This is the situation politically. It's no big deal to this.
Okay, let me allow you to listen to Engineer Shegun, the former governor, and Senator Biodun Oluchimi. Let's take a listen to it. And I'd like you to react to their grievances.
If anybody believes he's a Muslim man, he's a strong man who can wrestle the process out of the grip of the people. Let him wait for them. They wait for him at an appropriate corner. We must all join hands to rescue this country from this type of politics. This country at this particular time, we don't need this type of politics again. And I believe that the people in Abuja will have a very, very close look at what happened here and draw their conclusions. We cannot have democracy by hijack. If anybody...
For me, this is a repeat performance of the Congress. And this was how it was exactly on March 7, 2020. And that is what we have been fighting up until now. And it has repeated itself. Everything hijacked. No, everybody compromised. The people who came compromised. And it's like somebody said, a charade.
They call it a charade.
Let me just...
They say you hijacked it.
They've not shown a picture of where they saw me or anybody that is related to me hijacking anything. These are words of mouth.
But this is politics.
You are not a politician. Just listen.
But I'm a political journalist.
Okay, well,
that means that
I'm glad. I'm glad you are.
Your Excellency,
yes?
you when you study and monitor things as a journalist, you know as much as those who are playing in it. So the question is that they say the allegation is you hijacked it and you were remotely doing that. That's the allegation.
So the first question is that they have not shown the Nigerian public evidence of a Fayose hijacking the process or anybody that is close to me. You must come with an evidence. You don't just say things. You say we are politicians. What they are saying is opinion, in their view, imaginary. Ms. Olujimi was one time my deputy governor. I worked for her using these processes like this for her to go to House of Reps. Ms. Olujimi I supported Ms. Olujimi to go to the Senate. So what are we saying? Let me equally tell you, why did Mrs. Olujimi say publicly that he does not want Engineer Segun? Ms. Olujimi has signed an agreement with me. We've read this agreement before the party. She read the agreement. Ms. Olujimi publicly admitted that the two of us would do this 3 ad hoc delegate together. They were not going to buy forms. Even the forms she bought, she took it back to the party. She wanted her money back as at the day before the Congress. It was the party that now told Ms. Olujimi that we don't do refund on such. Let's just put this in perspective. We've done congresses. Last year, March 7, like she said, she went to court, lower court, appeal court. On the world congresses, they lost. They went to lower court on the local government and state congresses, they lost. What are we talking about? After a court pronouncement involving INEC, should we start saying things over and over? We must respect INEC's position. We must respect the court of the land, for which INEC ordinarily will be a party. In due course, INEC report will come out. Police report will come out.
It has come out. I've obtained the document.
You have obtained the document.
Yeah, let's take a look at if you can put it up. Although, from what we see, there are observations.
Please, before you go on, Segun, let us say this. Already by number, out of the 1,400 delegates to this Congress, I have over 1,000 or close to 1,000. So this 3 ad hoc delegate is only 531. Even if I get 250, it's a super win.
But they said they are going to set aside this
Let's wait. Excuse me. When we were in court, they said court will overturn whatever we have done. Lower court, we won. Appeal court, we won.
Are you satisfied if they use super delegates?
Excuse me, anything, I'm satisfied. Shehu, this game is not about television. You two can come out tomorrow and start saying, Fayose, I will defeat you. Then that day I will take your glasses and put it in my pocket. You won't see again. You see, this, by God's grace, we are an institution there now. And the leaders of the people. So you cannot be a two-term governor in a state. And people are saying this. You see, look at Honorable Aribusala. I saw him there. The party wanted a national treasurer. God help me, I supported Aribusala against these same people. He went to National Assembly. When he wanted to contest, I said, Aribusala, I will not support you. Have you seen where people today, because you assisted them, they go up and they start fighting the leader? It's not right.
Let me quickly make a reference to the police report and the INEC report. Some of the documents that we have obtained right here, although we cannot authoritatively confirm them, but these are the report that we've gotten. There's a report on the People's Democratic Party World Congress. But let me ask you, who was supposed to be the chair of this Congress, Governor?
Governor of Akwa Ibom.
But it wasn't on ground.
Yes, it wasn't on ground. Immediate past legal advisor from the state came. Let me equally say to you, this is a decision of the party, not mine. And I'm not going to join issues on issues that are sensitive like that. When they came to do our Congress in Ekiti, they asked governor of Taraba State to come and do it. The governor of Taraba sent someone.
But you know that in law,
there's no law
that is not acceptable.
There's no law, sir. It is the party's affair.
When you the party is governed by constitution, isn't it?
The party is governed by constitution.
Of the party, which everybody has sworn to abide by.
Let me just say to you, it is better to leave this in the purview of the party. I don't want to come and defend the party.
But I'd like you to respond to what INEC has said.
Yes.
And INEC, in their observation, said that where there was a presence of security agents at all Congress venues, this consensus affirmation was used for the election in most words.
Yes.
The Congress was conducted in line with the party's constitution and guidelines for Congress.
Also, read that again. Read what you just read.
Yeah, the Congress was conducted in line with the party's constitution.
In line with the party's constitution and guidelines.
For Congress, but there are other parts. The exercises were conducted peacefully in most of the local government areas, with the exception of Ekiti East, Idoshi, and Ikere, which were later resolved. But you agree that there were issues?
No, sir. Let me just explain to you. You know, from what we listened to on the television, which the panel submitted, they said in Idoshi 2 wards were not done because of either violence or whatever. Out of 177 wards, 170 was done. Only 7 fell within these categories that you are talking about by their report.
Would you say that they should reconduct the whole exercise?
Anything they want to do, I don't mind. I'm the man on ground.
The fear of some, the likes of Senator Lujimi and Engineer Shegun Aribisala, and if President Leka, is that the way the party is going, you will lose the election.
You see, they said this in 2014. That's what we call consensus. Everybody wants anybody but Fayose. They said I would lose. That means Governor Shegun need to leave the party. I won in the 16 local government areas of Ekiti. I won in 164 wards of 177. I defeated Governor Fayemi. And in my 2 elections, nobody has earned the vote that I earned.
You think your party has a presence now to be able to win an election?
Even the 2018 election, when a court pronounces, we take it. But in 2018 election, I was muzzled. The party was muzzled because of my strong stance against the APC. But that is history.
But that's the same word that your friends in the PDP now are saying, that you are muzzling them.
I'm not muzzling anyone. They have not shown you any credible evidence of Fayose's influence in this party. And I did not write this report you are reading. This is an independent report by INEC. This is what I'm seeing again on your table. It's an independent report by the police. Police is not PDP. INEC is not PDP. So when we say things, let us say it rightly. INEC said elections were conducted peacefully in most of the local government wards and local government. And by the report, it was 170 wards out of 177. Police said they deployed and elections went well. I wish you can read it yourself, Shehu. Don't let us, we must inform the public. Because when people are making noise, can you please let us...
That's it on the screen, that the Nigerians can see for themselves.
Yes, I'm very sure that the police made it clear too. And the INEC, according to what I saw here. But let me tell you, Sheung, these people, these agencies are not PDP members. They are not the leadership of PDP. Right. Sheung,
how do you resolve this?
It will resolve itself. Sheung, this is normal in the build-up to an election.
All right, because we need to take a break now. When we come back, we get our closing moment with you. But I would like to know, because I'm hearing that you might want to throw your hat in the ring for the president of Nigeria. Is that true?
Sheung, don't drag me out. Let me just face this Ekiti election.
It's not a matter of dragging you out.
No.
You have said that you know the problems and the solution of Nigeria. You said it before.
Sheung, I strongly believe anybody who wants to be president of Nigeria must, first of all, govern his state. The APC is ruling my state now. I must work hard. I must beg all these people that are angry. We must come back to a family, to be the same family we used to be. At least one person will win this election, whether it is Fayose's candidate or any one of them. And any one of them that wins this election, I will support them. Right. The party has equally asked us to go and share positions We have gone to share positions. So I am saying, even if Governor Shegoni wins the election at the primary, I will support him.
All right, let's take a breather, Governor Fayose. We'll get your closing thoughts when we return. But when we also return, we'll be speaking with Ismail Ahmed. After we are done with Governor Fayose, he will be joining me. He's a member of the APC Caretaker Committee, the national youth leader of the party, and we shall be discussing the APC convention as they release a schedule of activities leading up to the 26th of February National Convention. So with us, everyone. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We'll be speaking with the former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for your time tonight. Let's wrap up the conversation now. I'd like to take you away from Ekiti, the local politics there, to the national politics. First and foremost, you say you don't want to come out here, but we are hearing that you might want to contest. We've seen a few people. The kind of names that you are seeing in the APC, are you worried your party might be beaten yet again for a third time by the APC?
In the federal election?
Yes.
So the facts speaks for themselves. You see, forget about PDP, forget about all political parties. Let's go to the public. Let us look at situation before now. Let us look at the suffering of Nigerians. Today I was reading that fuel will go to 302. I don't know what is left in Nigeria. The APC has mortgaged the country. Unfortunately, this is not personal.
They will blame your party that you left
if
a rot.
If you keep blaming the woman that left the woman that left your house 4 years ago, something must be wrong with you fundamentally. You say you can turn it around 4 years after, or 8 years after, or 7 years after. Referring to what happened during Obasanjo, what happened to that's
the likes of Asiwaju Tinubu, who is a very good friend, whom you say you might support if he wants to run for president. Would you support him?
I never said that to you.
No. You have said it publicly.
No. I said
that he's someone you respect so much.
The fact that you respect Asiwaju as a Yoruba leader does not translate that you are negotiating the totality of your party for another party. Or
would you support him?
No, I mean PDP.
Would you like him to be a president?
PDP must produce the next president of Nigeria.
Who are you supporting?
I'm supporting nobody because PDP has not equally zoned. They've not taken any position on this presidential issue. So what we just finished the convention. That should not be my priority. And let me tell you, sincerely, my priority is Ekiti. My wish and my effort is going to be concentrated in Ekiti having a PDP governor, which is the foundation of the general election. That is
two quick one.
Yeah.
The Senator Ayu-led leadership of the party seems to be having a tough time now because it probably not envisaged that there's a lot of trouble on the ground. Now we've seen a lot of Ekitis. There's
no trouble. Politics is about these issues of having issues like this, and the capacity to resolve them is what they call leadership. Ayu is a seasoned politician. Ayu is a seasoned leader of note. And I want to tell you, if you see the way he's managing the thing so far, so good. The national chairman did not come to address us. He brought 7 BOT members. He brought 7 governors. He brought 7 members of a working committee and brought National Assembly members. He has not called us for once. And he publicly told everybody, don't come to my house to talk about issues. Talk your issues in the public. Don't buy me over.
So you like his ideas?
I like his ideas because...
On a final note, is the issue of the Electoral Act Amendment Bill. Now the National Assembly it seems to have bowed to pressure. What's your take?
Let me put it in 2 perspectives. It is becoming commonly of President Buhari to dodge accents. It's becoming commonly. You remember before 2019 election, he was supposed to sign this thing to law. He did not. He gave excuses. I'm not saying what they did, what National Assembly did was right or not right. But President Muhammadu Buhari should leave office and leave with a name that people will remember that he turned around. He turned around the electoral process. Now that everybody, the National Assembly has done the right thing, it should waste no time at ascending to the bill and let the process have enough time to adjust. Because when you are waiting for till 6 months to go, 1 year to go, then people will begin to suspect you. So for me, there is a window of 30 days. And having done this, the president should sign tomorrow or as soon as he gets to his table.
Right.
Because if he comes back and tell Nigerians that he's still not satisfied, then everybody will know there's a lot more to it. So
everybody knows that you're a very strong critic of the president. And the APC seems to be confident. They said they will beat your party blue-black again in 2023.
Let me tell you again, Shehu, there's nobody that can vote for this party again. It's not personal. Shehu, the suffering out there is unfortunate. I was reading something, rice pyramid, when people are hungry. Pyramid to do what? To showcase or what? Carry this rice to the grassroots. The economy is bad. You are doing rice. I was just laughing because maybe they've lost the bearing on how to manage the country.
Governor Fayose, we are totally out of time. But I would like, as soon as you decide, whether it was a rumor or it's someone you told that I heard that you are going to run for president, as soon as you are able to resolve your issues in Ekiti State, do let us know if you want to become president or not. But I must sincerely thank you.
I would not expect anybody who fails to produce governor or have a governor in his state to start saying he wants to be president. I won't expect anybody.
Charity begins at home.
Charity begins at home.
So if you don't win Ekiti, you will not come out.
Forget it, but I will win Ekiti, God willing. We will win Ekiti, pardon my language.
Governor, thank you so much.
A pleasure.
Former Governor of Ekiti State, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure having you. We'll take a break, everyone, and when we come back, Ismail Ahmed, the National Youth Leader of the APC, joins us. Stay with us, we'll be right back.